2.3. We're going to be calculating the length of one of the legs today. And the legs represent what letters?
A and B.
A and B.
And they always make up the what?
Hypotenuse.
No, the A and the B. Yes, they always make your right angle. And the A and the B are always, the legs are always the what two sides of the right triangle?
90 degrees.
They make up the 90-degree angle, but those two sides are always the what?
Oh, legs.
Yep, and they're always the, there we go. They are the shortest. What was the longest?
Hypotenuse.
The hypotenuse, nice. Let's practice. Example 1, use the Pythagorean theorem to find the length of the unknown leg. If needed, round to the nearest tenth. All right. We need to label A, B, and C. Well, they've given us the A already. Here's my 90-degree angle. Which one is my B then? The 4 or the 5?
4.
Right, that one is my B. And then 5 is my
C.
My hypotenuse, which is the longest side and opposite the right angle. So you take your Pythagorean theorem, A squared plus B squared equals C squared. Yesterday we solved for the C. Today we solved for either the A or the B. Now they say this is A, we don't have the A, so A squared is what we're going to be solving for. So I can't substitute a number in there.
You always have to take the formula there.
If you don't memorize it, not necessary, but if you want to, you can. You don't always have to write this out for each problem. You can just do the substituting right away. Good question. Okay, so then we know what our B is. What is our B?
4.
So plus 4 squared equals, and what is my C?
5.
5 squared. Okay, now careful, don't make the mistakes. Don't go 4 times 2. We go 4 times 4 is, so 16. We bring down our A squared equals, what's 5 times 5? 25. Now what do I do? Red Rover, send over what?
16 by
Send over the 16, and how do I do that? The inverse operation is?
Minus.
Good, minus 16, excellent. So positive 16 and a minus 16 makes 0, so you still need to bring down your A squared equals, now what's 25 minus 16? 9. And don't just circle it thinking you're done. Now hit your square root button, or this is out of memory, we memorized it. The square root of each of these, A equals what? 3. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
We go up here and make this a 3. Our 3 and 4 are two shortest legs in our right triangle.
Yes.
Yes, they are, and the hypotenuse is the longest. Right, try this one, but they said it's X. Well, which one do we know for sure?
B. C.
We know C for sure. Which one is the C?
Oh, 15.
15, we know that's for sure. And then we know these two are our what?
A legs.
Our legs, our A and our B. So now you can fill it in. All right, so what'd you come up with?
11.2.
Well, let's see if you're right. A squared plus 10 squared is 100 equals 225 minus 100. A squared equals 125. The square root of 125, is that a perfect square?
No.
No, it is not. So when you hit the square root button, you end up getting, what, 11.18 something something?
Yeah.
So that turns to 11.2. Excellent. Next one. Actually, we're going to skip this one for time-wise. Let's go right here. Example 2, because you have to draw these. These are like on the back of your worksheet. So let's draw ourselves a right triangle. And let's label it. The hypotenuse measures 14. So tell me where to stop.
Stop.
Good. That is 14. One leg is half the length of the hypotenuse.
7.
So you take this and divide it by 2 to get 7. So which one do you want to be 7?
Neither.
Doesn't matter? Nope. What do you want this to be, A or B then?
B.
Okay, I hear B. Let's figure the answer out now. A squared plus B squared equals C squared. What do I put in for my A?
7.
Good. My A is 7 over here. So 7 squared plus, we don't know, B squared equals, and our C is 14. 14 squared. Do the math, round it to the nearest tenth, see what you come up with. Hold it up on your boards for me. 7 times 7 is 49 plus B squared equals 14 times 14.
196.
Excellent. Now what?
Take 49, subtract it.
I need a red rover. Inverse. Subtract 49 to both sides. Now B squared equals what?
147.
Yep. 147. Find the square root of that, and you're going to have B equals, rounded to the nearest tenth, you get 12.1. And it would be what? We label it feet. Nice job. All right, now, let's see. This is the one that got me earlier. See if it gets you. Label your triangle. See if I can get mine right this time. This one's easy. One leg measures 9 millimeters. That's easy. Which one do you want me to label 9? Vertical or horizontal?
Vertical.
Who wants vertical?
Vertical.
Okay, I hear vertical. This one is 9 millimeters. Now, how long is the hypotenuse?
41.
Show offs. How do you get 41? Because you read the whole thing like Mrs. Lennon forgot to do. The hypotenuse is 32 millimeters longer than the described leg. It's not 32, it is 32 longer than this leg, so you add those together and get 41 millimeters. Let's label it. Well, we know 41 is what letter? The C. What do you want 9 to be? A or B? A? A. Canadian. All right, come up with your answer. When you get the right answer, you can hold it up. If you have the right answer, you can start your homework, which is page 3 and 4. So 9 squared is 81 plus B squared equals what's 41 squared? 1,681. And then we subtract 81, and what you do to one side you have to do to the other, so minus 81. I now have B squared equals 1,600. And 1,600 is what kind of a square? Perfect. Nice job. So B equals, what did you get when you hit the square root button? Exactly 40, a whole number of 40, and it's millimeters. Nice job. All right, do pages 3 and 4, and like I said on page 4, the numbers 11 and 12, do your best. Number 11, just think red rover, send over. Try to rearrange it. And then we'll talk more about 11 and 12 in class tomorrow.